What? What's wrong with... Now, with many games being released these days, you'll usually find them being either sequels or remakes, so it's refreshing to get excited about a game that is not only new, but completely grabs your attention. And our next game for review is one of those games. It's from developers Sega and was released late September, and it has some of the best action that I've ever seen. So let us now review Vanquish.
It was easy. We'd have already done it.
From the critically acclaimed director of Resident Evil 4 comes Vanquish, a fast-paced sci-fi action shooter unlike any other. You'll have bullets flying everywhere, rockets honing down on you whilst you jet around the battlefield shooting huge transformer robots, smoking a clean cigarette. Vanquish is insane. To offer epic battle scenes and gorgeous gameplay, this is a game I had to see for myself. But is it any good? We find out. Set in the future, the story follows a breakout war between the Russians and the US. San Francisco has been blown up and you follow Sam Gideon, an ex-college football player who joins DARPA and is given a cool battle suit to fight. As you can probably tell, the story is very thin, dense characters, and there's a lot of points in the story that just don't make sense. But that's not the main focus here. Here it's all about the gameplay, where you really do feel like a cool hotshot soldier to boot. The sci-fi setting is amazing, and there's definitely a Transformers inspiration here. With a cool, stylish and sleek feel, this is a very smooth game.
There are enemies in every building.
Vanquish is definitely keen on the eye. From the sinister looking enemies to the levels you battle through to the explosions and watching bullets and rockets go by in slow motion, there's definitely a lot to make you go, whoa. Personally, I love just watching Sam's suit as it transforms and the guns stabilizing themselves. It really showed me that these graphics and textures certainly do have a lot of depth to them, but in other areas not as much. In certain backdrops they look a little like a bad JPEG and some character movements seem a little rigid. The cutscenes are short and fast and well directed, and the moments where you have like an Iron Man view inside Sam's helmet are a nice touch in moving from level to level and also carrying on the story. I would have liked to see Sam kind of walk a little bit more though and have a bit more movement. Music and sound is average with a standard electro beat to carry on the fast-paced sci-fi nature of the game. Whilst the transformations sound great, guns are a little soft. Going into boost or slow-mo blurs the sound and anything mechanical sounds authentic. Though the voice acting is pretty subpar and you'll get used to having this macho soldier banter, evil Russian monologues and hopeless girl cries, it's a little too much.
2 enemy transports approaching from the rear.
Prepare to intercept enemy transports.
In Vanquish, you're not going to be able to pick up this game straight away and get the controls, but after mastering it, you will not want to put the controller down. Sam shoots while boosting around in his suit, whilst ducking for cover, throwing grenades, meleeing enemies, or getting a couple of headshots in awesome slow motion. I mean, just look at it. It's unbelievably fun. Basically, you're going to take a lot of damage, and you're just going to limit how much you can take. Using your abilities in Sam's suit too much will result in it overheating, and so you'll have to use it appropriately. Your missions will follow you through big open levels with huge robots. You'll mainly be defending an area or pushing through defenses, but it never seems repetitive as it always mixes up the gameplay with many different elements like battles on a train line or sniping missions. Boss battles are intense and you're going to die a lot as you figure out their weaknesses and attacks, but bringing down a huge monolith robot has never felt so rewarding. Weapons are varied from lock-on lasers to standard shotguns, and you'll find upgrades for these weapons throughout the levels. There's no multiplayer, but in this fast, fluid and frenetic action, it's just so cool and so fun, you'll be crying out for more. Now I have to say that Vanquish has been some of the most fun that I've had all year. Sure, it's got a flimsy storyline, not much depth, you've got areas which could be improved, and I'd like to see Sam with a bit more moves, but other than that, this is still a standout game. So I give this exciting third-person shooter an 8.7 out of 10. 0.02.